It's time for the British Grand Prix, one of the most loved races on the Formula 1 calendar. While Max Verstappen enters the race as favourite to win, hope is not all lost for a British victory, with Lewis Hamilton, George Russell and Lando Norris all out to prove a point. So let's dive into what we can expect this weekend at Silverstone. After Max Verstappen took victory last time out in Austria, as he has done in all but 2 races this year, he extended his lead at the top of the driver standings over his teammate Sergio Perez, the only other driver to win a race this year. Verstappen himself would be leading in the Constructors' Championship, as Red Bull look firm favourites to defend their crown this year. But with only 3 points separating the Silverstone-based Aston Martin and the all-British driver lineup of Mercedes for second place, things could get really interesting this weekend. With McLaren being partnered with Google and the promotion of the Google Chrome browser being fairly prominent on their car, it was only right that the brands teamed up for a special livery at the team's home race. If you haven't quite caught up with the news yet, we have a video on our channel taking a look at the new livery and what both Zach Brown and Google had to say about it. While the idea of a chrome livery excited many fans, and while many are happy with the end result, some were suggesting that they needed more chrome on the car. However, the team have said that they wanted to keep their papaya identity and grow it a bit like how Ferrari is associated with red. But it is only a one-off and is something a little bit different for the packed Silverstone crowd expected this weekend to enjoy on track. Apart from the new livery, there's much to be excited about at McLaren, as the new upgrades that were seen on Lando Norris' car at the Austrian Grand Prix appeared to work, as he qualified on the second row and finished the race in 4th once post-race penalties were applied. In the sprint, he finished his shootout in 3rd but dropped to 9th at the end of the sprint, but he still was ahead of his teammate Piastri, who's getting the upgrade at this weekend's British Grand Prix. If the upgrades can be seen to work here at Silverstone and subsequent races in Hungary and Belgium, it will set the team up nicely to recover from a challenging start so far this season and put them in a better place going into 2024. The British Grand Prix has had its fair share of major incidents in the past few years, from Zhou Guanyu's horror crash last season to Verstappen ending up in the wall at Cops. You could almost say that safety car is pretty much a guarantee. In fact, according to Lights Out blog, the safety car has made an appearance at 16 races at Silverstone since 1998 and has been used at every race since 2013. The virtual safety car was used in the 2015 and 2016 races, with the most times the safety car being on track in 1 year being twice, which has occurred 5 times, including 3 of the previous 5 races. And last year's race was red flagged, as was the previous year in the 2022 edition, with the race being halted on 4 other previous occasions. There is a record that could be equalled this weekend at Silverstone if Red Bull continue their winning streak. They are currently joint second on the list of most consecutive F1 race wins for a team, with Mercedes reaching the 10 in a row mark on 3 occasions and Ferrari once back in 2002. McLaren are the outright holders with 11, dating back to their winning run between the 1988 Brazilian Grand Prix and the Belgian Grand Prix later in the year. The drivers at the time, Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost. Moving on to the circuit, Silverstone is one of those instantly recognisable tracks by motorsport fans from around the world. Built on the site of a World War II airfield, the first British Grand Prix took place in 1948, although the actual layout has undergone several changes over the years, with the track hosting the first ever Formula 1 Grand Prix in 1950. The most recent changes were in 2010, when the Silverstone line became the new pit lane and the Hamilton Straight now where the race starts and finishes. With a track length of 5.891 kilometres or 3.66 miles, the drivers will compete over 52 laps for not only the British Grand Prix Winners' Trophy, the winner will also receive the Royal Automobile Club Trophy, which Carlos Sainz lifted last year. He joined the list that included the likes of Mark Webber, Sebastian Vettel, Michael Schumacher, and local heroes such as David Coulthard, Damon Hill, Nigel Mansell, Jackie Stewart and Sterling Moss. But who do you think will be lifting the trophy this weekend? Let me know in the comments section below. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any motorsport content here on the Apex Motorsport. And over on our website, theapexmotorsport.com, we will have full coverage of the British Grand Prix weekend. Thanks for watching, and I hope you can join us in the next one. Goodbye.